What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, coming at you with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now, before I get started, let us bow our heads and recite the HMT motto, shall we? A man will only take so much disrespect, and it's only a matter of time before he finally decides today's the day. Boy, we got a man who really put that motto into play. Now, this article was published on the 5th of June. Quote unquote, I just lost it right there. Wisconsin man confesses to fatally shooting his wife on her birthday because he, quote unquote, got tired of her constant nagging. You see, ladies, there are some of you out there that believe that nagging a man is going to inspire him to do more. However, no. Nagging a man, especially in this case, might get you put into an early grave. Now, let me just go ahead and say this right here. Whoa! Police say a Wisconsin man shot his wife to deletion on her 60th birthday, alleging he put a bullet through her head in broad daylight as she sat in her car outside a Milwaukee beauty salon where he was planning to pamper her with a spa day. Wow! Just wow. On her birthday. But Jacqueline Beeson never made it inside the building. Timothy Lewis, 59, was charged with first-degree reckless termination and use of a dangerous weapon in the offlining of his 60-year-old spouse, telling investigators that he, quote-unquote, got tired of her constant nagging, according to a criminal complaint. Lewis remains held in the Milwaukee County Jail without bond. The shooting happened at around 12 p.m. on May 25th in the 800 block of North Cass Street, just north of the Northwestern Mutual campus in downtown Milwaukee, reports said. A criminal complaint obtained by Milwaukee's Fox station WITI stated that a police officer found the victim unresponsive behind the wheel of her gray Toyota Corolla, her carcass leaning over the console toward the passenger's seat. Lewis, who fled the scene in a white Mercedes, was arrested later the same day after allegedly confessing to shooting his wife. Court documents state Lewis told investigators he planned to spoil Beeson that day and had made appointments for her to get a massage and a pedicure, but they wound up getting into an argument that turned fatal. Lewis told authorities that he drove to the downtown area to meet her, but as he walked up, he said she was already bickering about something he'd done. Lewis said he became angry because she was on the phone with her daughter while belittling him, saying he got annoyed to the point that he pulled out his gun. He then confessed to pulling the trigger, telling investigators, quote unquote, I just lost it right there, as his wife was getting on his case, emphasizing that he quickly became fed up. Boy. Talk about a man that truly was at the end of his rope. Lewis allegedly told police he accepted full responsibility for the shooting of his wife once through the jaw. The woman was struck once in her head, the wound causing a substantial amount of blood in the car, police said. An officer performed CPR until paramedics arrived, but nothing could save Beeson, and she was declared deleted at the scene. The medical examiner later confirmed that the woman had been shot in the left cheek, where Lewis would have been standing outside the driver's side window, a witness described. The bullet lodged in her skull, with the tip of the projectile protruding from the back of her head. Moments earlier, the woman's adult daughter, who goes by T. Latrice BT on Facebook, overheard the couples arguing over Lewis's disrespectful behavior toward her and other family members, according to court documents. Oh, yeah, he was the one being disrespectful. Yeah, right. When you look at this woman's picture, yeah, that strag looked like she would be mad at sunny days. Seconds later, Beeson indicated that Lewis was outside her car window, brandishing what she believed to be a fake gun. Yeah, right. Quote unquote, "Put that gun away," the daughter said as she heard her mother yell, then heard Lewis respond, quote unquote, "There you go," before the call went dead. While no shots were fired up to that point, Beeson's daughter became deeply concerned because it sounded as though the phone was deliberately shut off, court documents said. She tried frantically to call back several times, but instead of getting her mother, someone else picked up saying the woman in the car had just been shot. The person who found the victim called 911. Another witness who saw the shooting from across the street told police she saw a black man leaning inside the window of a woman's car while aiming a semi-automatic pistol at her, according to court papers. The witness reported hearing the woman in the car say she had recordings of his abuse and demanded that he back away from her car. She then heard the man say, "Okay," before firing a single gunshot through the window. The shooter walked to a parked Mercedes, got in, and sped away, the witness told police, according to the complaint. Later that day, police stopped Lewis in his car and placed him under arrest. Police recovered a handgun from inside the Mercedes. Beeson's daughter said she was devastated over the loss of her mother. Quote unquote, "I'm so hurt, lost, angry, confused. I just don't understand," she wrote on Facebook. "My life will never be the same. I went from celebrating my mom's 60th birthday to planning her funeral all within 24 hours. This has to be a nightmare." Well. Gentlemen, we have yet another perfect case of a man who got fed up. His words. Yeah, he took so much disrespect from her, because we all know more than likely this was a stepdaddy situation. This woman, I tell you, once again, when you look at this woman's mug shot, yeah, she definitely looked like Stink Meaner from the Boondocks. Just hateful. But, hey, what more can I say, gentlemen? What more can I truly damn say? Anyway, let's get to that scorecard, shall we? For location, went down in public. Gotta give it a 5. Method of execution, obviously, the problem-solving pistol. Gotta give that a 5. Psychological impact. There were witnesses, so I gotta give this a 50. And for the brutality factor, 1 to the dome, bullet was actually lodged in her skull, I'm gonna give this a 10. So Timothy, the Terminator Lewis, gets a score of 70. When will women learn? You know what? I know that's a rhetorical ass question. They will never learn. Why? Because we live in a society that allows them to consistently never face the true consequences of their actions or their words. Now, as we all know, this man probably went through all sorts of hell wherever they resided. Like I said, gentlemen, you never know what goes on behind closed marital doors. Yeah, and she felt so comfortable disrespecting him, belittling him to her daughter. Yeah, that man probably went through all sorts of mental abuse inside of wherever they resided, to the point that he said, you know what? Enough is enough. There you go. And decided to pop her and put her in the grave. It is what it is. Like we always say, gentlemen, a woman's mouth can either be a great source of inspiration for a man, or it can be her most potent weapon to tear a man down. And of course, she decided to go with the second option. And he said, you know what? I'm done. I'm fed the fuck up. He lost it. He simply fucking snapped. Well, I rambled on long enough. Read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And for you women out there who think that nagging a man is something that's going to work in your favor, you better understand this, ladies. You better understand this crystally clear. The power you think society enables you to have by absolutely being disrespectful to the man in your life, that is going out. Feminism and the idea that men are going to continue to suffer in silence because of your constant nagging, because of your constant belittling, emasculation, all of that, yeah, that's going to go out right along with it, because more and more men, day by day, are simply getting fed up. And we all know what happens when a man says, hey, enough is enough. In most cases, they're going to pack up, get the fuck out of Dodge. However, there's always going to be the group of men who says, fuck it. You've become the bane of my life, and guess what? I'll go in the cage, but I'm putting your ass in a box. It is what it is. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am out.
Woke up, murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill.